Well, I hope that you're absolutely right, Mike, because we've been told that the regime is insane and genocidal. So let's hope that they're being rational right now. China maybe likes this, and seeing us distracted, whether it's in Ukraine or bogged down in another Middle East adventure. The oil markets are on edge over fears that the U.S. attack could push oil prices higher.
The Ayatollah does what Saddam Hussein did when he left Kuwait, kind of a scorched earth policy. You know, if he feels like he's going to lose power and get pushed out, you know, he may just burn the oil fields and, you know, lash out.
Yeah, well, they did tell us that the Iranian regime, the intel sources in our government said that Iran was genocidal and insane. So I don't think that's a possibility we should outright exclude.
If we lose Iran oil, you know, I'm counting on the American oil producer, you know, to rise up and fill that void.
Yeah, that's one thing we really have to thank Donald Trump for, just a real emphasis on America's oil and energy dominance, especially in times like this. He talked about, well, I asked him about the open border that we had for 4 years, the known terrorists that have come across that border. He said, yes, that was indeed a concern here on the homeland.
Still a lot of cells, sleeper cells around the world, in Europe and likely inside the U.S. That could be activated. And that's why the FBI was on high alert.
Brett, really quick, I take the president's word that he is a man of peace, and there's evidence all over the world for that. 4 years of Joe Biden's open border and these sleeper cells. And this is the intel apparatus that, you know, told us that there was Russia collusion and there was, you know, weapons of mass destruction. And so how can we as Americans know that we're getting the best intel and that it's not biased? There's a lot of people who voted for President Donald Trump because he promised to keep us out of these kinds of wars. Well, it's not about regime change. And I think that's the message to the MAGA base, who's really concerned right now. We also saw an 800% increase in military aged Chinese